Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year indeed. This is a sample video of our latest podcast episode number 115 in which we do an end of year review.
Goodbye and good riddance to 2020, hey?
I'm sure most people will agree.
Absolutely, it's been a big one. So in this episode we give our commentary on some of the top news stories that happened throughout 2020 in the vegan world.
We also share some of our personal insights, experiences and perspectives from 2020.
And there were a lot of them, weren't there?
Too many to mention, I think.
So this is a short sample of our more in-depth conversation. Hope you enjoy watching this video. And if you want to listen to the full podcast episode, you can join us on Patreon, which is linked below in the description under this video.
Happy watching and we will see you in the next video.
And Happy New Year once again. See you then.
Bye everyone.
On to today's show, 2020. Wow.
Incredible year. We can't remember another like it in the 40 years that we've been on planet Earth.
I know. It's just been almost no words to describe it.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a global sigh of relief that this year is over. Do you feel that? It's like,
I feel it. But is it warranted?
Well,
I mean, it's warranted, but is it plausible that we have anything to breathe a sigh of relief over, in the sense that how do we know 2021 is not going to bring with it similar challenges?
I know, well, don't jinx us, but it's true. We don't know that. And we found the perfect meme to match what we're saying. This made us laugh so much.
I just want to say, what did we do before memes?
I didn't know.
They bring so much joy and pleasure, don't they?
Yeah, they're brilliant.
They're brilliant, and this one is one of the best.
Great. I'll try and link it in Patreon under the comments for this episode. So the meme is, I'll just describe it now. It's a woman with 2 drinks in her hands, and she's got this funny, like, smirking smile on her face. Would you describe it that way?
Yeah, definitely.
She's kind of like, I'm kind of, a bit drunk and, right? And so it says, well, she's saying, I think it's cute. We're all pretending will be back to normal on January the 1st, 2021. I love that for us. And it's so true.
Really, really true.
Like, it's so it's like this imaginary line in the sand that we draw. Like, I know obviously we have seasons and we have a calendar based on more than just, or it's not being plucked out of midair, but it's kind of like this mental shift that we make as humans every new year, thinking, tomorrow I'm going to wake up and it's all going to be different. It's not.
Yeah, unless we change our behaviours. Why would we expect a different result?
Yeah.
And so far we've been behaving the same way for quite a long period of time now.
Yeah.
And it's like, it reminded me of the Albert Einstein quote. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result.
Exactly.
So...
Yeah. We are insane. We live on an insane planet. Well, the planet's not insane. We as humans are insane. Yeah. We just do ridiculous things. And as you said, thinking like, I'll just continue doing what I'm already doing, but it's going to be different on January the 1st, 2021.
Yeah, because it's a new year.
Yeah, what does that mean?
Yeah,
it's just
nothing
weird.
If you don't change your behaviour.
Yeah, so we could potentially be stepping into the next 2020.
We could be.
All
you have to do is ask yourself on New Year's Eve of 2019 turning into 2020, who could have ever imagined that 2020 was going to turn out the way it did?
And that's not to say, I don't want to jinx us again, that we're going to have a really bad 2021. But again, it is quite possible. So I don't know, it's just this weird feeling of relief, but what are you relieved for?
True.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and you said...
There you go, that was August. September was recorded the warmest month on record worldwide.
Not a good thing.
No. My goodness. I was going to say, what was the temperature? Well, it depends where you are around the world.
Yeah.
It was warm everywhere.
The Californian fires made the news in September.
Yes.
So we started the year with the Australian bushfires, and in September we had the Californian fires.
Yes, and who could forget, September was a month that Miley Cyrus went on the Joe Rogan podcast and announced that she's no longer vegan because apparently she needs dead animals in her mouth to help her brain function.
Again, we actually did a mukbang video on that, didn't we?
We did, yeah, and there was...
We'll link that in the show notes if you missed that one.
Yeah, obviously such an outcry from vegans on social media, lots of videos made, lots of discussions. I mean, a lot of plant-based doctors even got involved and said, this is ridiculous, How about we look at her history of drug abuse Maybe that's why your brain's not functioning, Miley.
There were multiple frustrating aspects with this story, and one of them was that she's an A-list celebrity with over 100 million followers on Instagram, and Joe Rogan's podcast is the #1 listened to podcast in the world. So we're talking
number
about
2, so it's a shame we didn't get her on the show.
We wish. So we're talking about an A-list celeb on the #1 listened to podcast show. That's bad news for animals. Very bad news.
Real bad situation.
It was also very disheartening. We don't place any faith in celebrities because we've seen instances like this time and time again. But with Miley, it was slightly different in that she was seen as quite I guess you never kind of doubted that she was vegan because she had the tattoo. Yeah. She'd speak about it. I remember at the some fashion gala event at the Met a couple of years back, she was talking about we don't need to exploit animals to have beautiful fashion. So it just felt like, no, it's okay. She's going to be vegan for life.
Yeah.
And then when she just did that to animals, it was
a bomb drop. That was terrible. It was very, very bad. I was going to say David Attenborough's film A Life on Our Planet, which was released in the same month, September, may have picked up the ball a little bit, but we did review that and he encouraged people to eat fish. So it was like, so close yet so far, David.
And only less meat.
Yeah, I know. But he did influence a lot of people to consider changing their diet and to make some positive changes. So it was kind of like half yes, half no.
And in case you missed that one, again, we'll link our review of the film in the show notes.
Yeah. October.
5 positive news items for October.
Positive? 5?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Vegan fashion lines by non-vegan fashion brands were on the rise.
Yeah, nice.
Plant-based meat sales